So you guys, welcome to Honey Hive Healing 555. If you're new here, if you're returning, hey, hey my beautiful honeybees. So I was about to get ready to go to bed, right? It's 12:57, and I kept getting this nudge to get up and pull some cards. Get up and pull some cards. Okay, I don't know what we're talking about. Spirit know what we're talking about. So we just gonna just what's going on, Spirit? What's going on? Because I just got done watching. I don't know, Final Destination. Did I just paper cut myself? I probably didn't, and I'm just. Yeah, when I watch Final Destination, since I've been a kid, it affects me the same way. I get all like, let me make sure. But I'm like, you know what? I realized watching this one that yes, it was a lesson about death, and with Tony Todd passing away at the end of the movie. I'm not gonna spoil alert it for those of you who have not seen it yet. Um, but I really realized that a lot of these movies want to push fear on us. Like it's a lot of fear mongering, I guess. So use your discretion and use your imagination because you know Final Destination is very gory. Oh shit. Okay, Spirit. Spirit said, go ahead, keep talking that talk. Okay, keep talking that talk. So I'm just gonna talk that talk while I pull these cards. Spirit got a message for us today. Today. See, I'm sleepy, so you guys are getting a side of me right now. Because I was ready to go to bed. Okay, you guys could be making your fun stretch right now. You know, really honing in on that budget. Really. Okay. Lord Rama is here. Let's go look him up. Okay. Oh, snap. Okie dokie. Oh. We were just exposing stuff today. Wow. Corzacti's here. Somebody's a pescatarian or thinking about switching to their diet to pescatarian. Ooh. Okay. Excuse me. So I'm probably gonna, like, literally speed all of this up. There's just, like, literally so much. I'm just gonna put these down and then we will go in. Whoa. I'm seeing India come up twice. So I could be, um, I could, India came up twice, okay? But it did not come out, so, but I did see it in the shuffle in two different cards. So you could be watching me from India, or India could be significant to you. You're getting ready to travel to India. You're studying Indian culture. Excuse me, maybe you are tracing your roots, and because we have planted seed here, so you could be tracing your roots back. Okay, it says the answer that you seek is within a book. Read a book. Okay, so this is for those specifically for those of you who are tracing your lineage. Okay, you need to go to the library. There are books that there are specific books that you need to be looking in. Okay, I'm hearing archives. I'm hearing digital books. Census rolls, census records as well. So we have two runes that popped out. Okay, which are Perthu and Konaz. Okay, so I'll read what coin is, because that one came out first. So this is the torch. So this is illumination, light, right? Makes the K or G sound. So your name could begin with a K or a G. I hope you guys can hear me well. So when we have corners coming out, or nones, gones, um, it's speaking of tapping into your inner wisdom and allowing that to be like your GPS for you, okay? Because guidance is very significant with when this card pops up, when this rune comes in, okay? Knowledge and light, right? So there's something, especially with this grace card being here, there's something that's coming to the light, okay? And then we have follow your heart. So that's like more confirmation that you need to be tapping into your inner compass right now, your intuition, your inner wisdom, and do your research, obtain the knowledge, because that is going to be your guiding light towards the answers that you're seeking at this time. Okay? Rather that comes down to when it comes to your family, tracing bloodlines, and also when you're crunching those numbers for the budget, okay? I'm also seeing here something with a toxic connection and a cult, okay? A coven, a group of people who are brought together because they're basically just trauma bonding is what I'm like. That's what I'm picking up. They're basically trauma bonding. It's like everybody's throwing in all of their trauma, all of their problems, whoever they have a problem with, into a cauldron pot, and and they're just brewing up spells towards everybody. Okay, but it's backfiring on them. Okay, because they're in like a mental prison right now. Yeah. They try to take things from you. They try to take your, I'm hearing destiny swap. Because when we're talking about ancestry and bloodline, that's exactly what we're talking about. Thank you, Spirit. We're talking about someone trying to hijack your blessings because they are on the way. You have grace here. Follow your heart, making the funds stretch. So some of you guys are waiting for money. Some of you guys are waiting for court dates or court approvals, something in regards to inheritance and money. And if this is not for you, then go ahead and click off, because this is very specific. Now, it's only going to take a small twist of a turn here, because we do have a twin flame card here. We do have a possible false twin flame who could be incarcerated, who claims that they're your twin flame, but they were not your twin flame. They were a toxic connection. They were a catalyst twin flame. They pushed you to change right before it's time for you to meet your true twin flame, is what I'm hearing. But we're going to get to that in a minute. Back to what I was saying about this coven, okay? Because I got this itch I need to scratch with them. Literally. You guys could have a bite on your leg and could be itching it like, what the heck, what bit me? Something like that, okay? I'm channeling something with someone right now that happened. So anyway, yeah, because it's literally because this group, this coven, who don't know what they're doing, might I add, they don't know what they're doing. They're just a group of people who feel like they have some power, and so they're going to exercise it. Okay, just because you can, what do they say? Just because you can doesn't mean that you should, And so this shit is backfiring on them right now, period, point blank. They tried to steal your inheritance. They tried to steal your birthright. They tried to steal your legacy, your dreams, your goals, your ideals. But then look at this. Now, they're dumbasses, excuse my French. They are in a prison, okay? A mental prison at that. They have locked themselves away there. Then we have Parvati here, okay? She is the Hindu goddess of fertility, all right? Love, devotion, and determination. Didn't I just literally say that you guys got blessings like literally on the way? And they know this, and they were trying to like literally snipe this out. I'm hearing that the stars and the planets, these constellations, everything is aligning for you right now to receive your divine inheritance from the universe, from the heavens. And there are these specific, how do I say it, spirit? There are these specific spirit animals, I'll put it. And if you have a star map app, you can look up in the sky and see these different, what I'm talking about. There are certain, I don't know their names. I'll have to study more. I'm just a baby at this, but there are certain ones up there that are playing the role of villain, okay? Right, as above so below. So as these nuances are playing with this magic over here, trying to cause this havoc and this delay in your blessings, there, as above, is happening as above. There are these spirit celestial animals that move, and yeah, they can do some stuff up there, okay? They have their missions as well, right? But it's like, with the way that things are happening right now, astrologically, it's like it's a trap, okay? Prison, it's a trap. It's a trap. It's a setup, and they don't even know. They don't even know. And then with her also being the goddess of love, and you're already guided to follow your heart right now, and also, follow that inner intuition, your inner guide, your inner compass. That's exactly what it's going to, that's that light that's going to irritate all of those demons. And that's what they see in you, and that's what they're attacking. They want to dim your light. They want you to move out of hate. They want you to be so scorched and so hurt and so bitter. Oh, why is life taking from me? Why am I losing everything? Why do I have to stretch my funds? Why am I not making enough money? Why? That's what they want you in, that state, that frequency and vibration. They don't want you in love. They don't want you in gratitude and thankfulness and sincerity and genuinity, agape love. They don't want you in that energy, because then maybe what they're sending out could possibly affect you. But see, they don't even realize that they have put themselves in a self-imposed prison from all of this dark magic that they have been doing. They don't even realize it yet. But the light is going to shine the dark out of there, right? So it's going to be revealed anyway. They'll see. So, and then we're talking about devotion and this determination. I feel like this has something to do with this white ray twins coming up, okay? Because I'm clearly speaking to a small fraction of you that are a twin flame, and that you were drawn to this message here today. So now I'm going to read Perthro. Before I go on more about Parvati, I feel like Perthro, the rune, it ties into it, okay? And this is the dice cup, right? So we're shaking something up. It makes the P sound. Your name could begin with a P, last name P, okay? Think of P. What is the first thing that comes to mind? We're talking about element of water. So we're definitely speaking about emotions again, okay? Someone is devoted to you, all right? This could be a Capricorn, or you could be a Capricorn, but this is also the Wheel of Fortune card in Tarot, letting you know that there's going to be a change of fate happening here. There's going to be a cycle ending for a new one to come in. And this is that devotion and that determination to move forward. This is that determination to find these answers that you seek, to reveal what was hidden from you, to call in all of your blessings, to call in your soul tribe, to call in your soulmate, your twin flame. When it comes in upright, it symbolizes mysteries. So there's things that yet are still unfolding back again to that Wheel of Fortune card. We may not know the exact time, but know that as the wheel in the sky keeps on turning, journey, hello, secrets are going to be revealed, okay? And pretty soon, your spirit guides want you to know that you're going to have a choice to make, or multiple choices to make, in regards to these situations and these endings and new beginnings in your life. And we're guided to transform ourselves inwardly, the way that we think, we are perceiving these changes, how we're flowing with these changes. Are we resisting them, or are we open to them with grace? Okay, because we could this I'm hearing that this prison card, this self-imposed prison for those who was doing all of that black magic, it could affect you if you give in to lack of determination, lack of growth, okay? Lack of um, transforming, okay? Transforming with the change, 555. So back to, let me see if there was anything else. No, that's it. Yeah, these people are going through a bunch of misfortune. Okay, their dishonesty is being revealed. Okay, they're going to be unstable mentally again. Some of them physically. And spirit guides are saying they're throwing up the caution as well, because that's it what it means in reverse. And it didn't come out reversed, but I'm reading the shadow aspect, because the reversal is just the shadow aspect, and that's what they're getting on that end. All right, so definitely these people, you're being cautioned to not go back. Once it's ended, the cycle's ended, there's no going back. And so you're being prepared right now, emotionally, especially emotionally, because you've got a lot of emotional attachments to certain people. It could have been from people in this coven, in this cult. You don't even know, you know? You never know what people are into nowadays. Family, friends, foe. You never know. I made that up. So back to Parvati. She is a manifestation of a Shakti. Okay, she is the divine feminine energy of the universe. So this is tapping into your feminine energy right now, following your heart, right? Moving with grace. Ashe. She is the wife of Shiva, okay, the supreme being, okay? So this is more confirmation that if you are a divine feminine watching me, you're drawing closer and closer to your kingdom spouse, to your divine masculine. And if you're a masculine, flip it, okay? You're drawing closer to your wife, your goddess. She is the mother of Skanda, god of war, and Ganesh, the remover of obstacles. So you have these spirit guides with you. Whether you practice Hindu or not, whether you believe what I'm saying or not, okay, because that's not going to take away from the power that be. They was here long before we was here, okay? Some of us been here with them, if you remember. But I don't want to go too far into that. But you have spirit guides here with you that are going to war for you, to bring in this divine inheritance, to bring in this divine information, this divine key to unlock your inheritance and your family tree and your lineage. You have Ganesh here removing obstacles out of your way. Your answers that you seek, they will be found. Ashe, thank you, Parvati. Thank you so much. And then I'm going to go here and read this White Ray Twins card. I wanted to save that to last, really. I mean, I touched it a little bit, but I really want to save that to go all in, because we already know that you're getting closer, you're getting ready to meet your soul twin flame. And you here, like I said, a very small amount of you that are here and know about that and feel this message, what I'm speaking about. You are a white ray twin, okay? You are the fourth ray. Your attributes are purity. You stand for purity. You are purity. You stand for truth. You are truth and you are peace. And that's what these people can't stand, because they're the opposite. They're liars. They're chaos, okay? They're defilement. And you're opposite. You belong here, the fourth ray of the chakra system, of the rainbow system, of the celestial rainbow system, of the celestial angelic system. You belong to the fourth ray chakra. That is the white ray twin. So you are the seeker of truth and clarity. Again, this answers that you seek are within a book. And you're often drawn to spiritual practices and self-reflection. You may focus on your inner peace and purity of intention to manifest, right? Because wasn't that where did I just see manifestation? Or maybe I'm just popping that in my head. Maybe I am just popping that in my head. But I did see something where your manifestations are coming to fruition. Maybe I just popped that in my head. I mean, I didn't pop it there. Yeah, cult leaders. See, it's something I started shuffling again. Cult leaders at the top. Yeah. You might want to cleanse your altar space, rather that is a physical altar space or you yourself, okay? Because you are an altar as well. So you want to cleanse yourselves at this time. You want to stay upon those rituals that you do to keep yourself cleansed, and not just with soap and water, okay? Not just with soap and water, but make sure that you're washing your hands throughout the day. You know, make sure that you are washing your feet, okay? Cleansing your home. I don't know, you know, this is several times that I'm speaking and I'm getting caught up on like the words doesn't want to come out the right way. So it's like something with a vocabulary or something with mistranslation or a translation. You need a translator. Like again, someone could be watching me from India. That's interesting that I said that before the reading started, and then Parvati, she pops up here, right? But you have a group of wicked people that's trying to come up against you and block your blessings, but they're on the way. They're fast, they're fierce. We have the Wheel of Fortune. When the Wheel of Fortune comes into play, there's nothing that anybody can do. This is already woven in. It's on God's time. This on astro time, cosmo time. There's nothing that we can do. Now, any type of war that's going on up there, the only thing that we could do is be patient and move with grace and plant these seeds of love and faith, you know, and continue being determined for your goals and what you want for your life. Because the moment that you lean into that dark negative energy is when you're giving your light essence, you're giving that energy power over you. You're feeding it mighty power, because you're a mighty powerful light force by yourself. You know what I mean? So imagine when you link up with your twin, when that cycle come in for you to meet up with your twin, oh, it's gonna be really, really potent and powerful. You know, and all of these people that try to steal things from you, you know, the universe, God is about to bless you back like 20-fold. Like earlier I was doing a reading on myself and I seen generosity, the maple tree spirit come out, and then I was reading more about the maple tree and how it's tied directly to ancestries, of course, but also like your ancestors wanting to send you down. They are sending you down in abundance, an array of blessings, and so much generosity that they're giving you right now, in so many different forms. It's not even money. You know, when we think of fortune and wealth, we automatically assume money, but money is what buys fortune and wealth, right? In our world, because it's a capitalistic world. But if you were to remove money, the object of money, right? Not the idea of money, but the object of money, because of course there would have to be some type of currency system, rather, you know? But if you were to remove the idea of money, then you would think about all of these different things that you would create and all of these different things that you would build and you would make and how many people that you would help and you would give this to and you would do this with and all of these different dreams and goals. And that's the meat potato. That's why you're the one to be blessed. The ancestors chose you. That's why you're being um, they're generous with you and providing all that you need, and even when you don't have it, you have it. And sometimes when you don't need it, you have it to put up because you're gonna need it, or you're gonna want to have it later. You know, the ancestors, the spiritual realm is on a different frequency and timeline than we are. Like we have the 3D, the 4D, the 5D, of course. So there is going to be times where time is not time. It's not timing, right? But again, when that wheel of fortune comes in, this is like, to me, it's like when Ezekiel saw the scroll in the sky. And also like the chariots, right? The chariots in which the angels bring God in, the Elohim. You know, it's like when God say move, it's a different kind of move. When God say that's it, it hit different. That's it. You know, that's it. Your time's up. When God say I want these two together, then that's what's gonna happen. All of these divine occurrences and signs and synchronicities are gonna be everywhere. All of these forces are working to bring you together, while these forces on the shadow side are trying to fight to tear you apart, keep you apart. You got to keep that in mind as we're going through this here life as well. That as much as we want to climb and get to the top of this mountain, there is a force that want to pull us right back down. So when we think about giving up on ourselves, when we think about some of the worst thoughts in regards to ourselves, if we've ever experienced that, we have to think about why we got to keep going. Because there's something out there that doesn't want me to keep going. So it's a reason why I should keep going. Something for me up there. It's something for you up there, my love. So I'm going to leave it at that. I ain't going to talk our ear off no more. You know, break ties of limitation. It's time to reach higher. Soar higher. You're that goat climbing that mountain. That Capricorn energy came out. Whether you are Capricorn or not, everybody got some Capricorn in their chart. Trust me. And Saturn is not moving the way Saturn is moving in this lifetime for us. While we here, for real, for us to not have Saturn, a placement of it in our charts. I guarantee you everybody got some Saturn, Capricorn energy in their charts. Or you're watching me, you do, okay? So I really do appreciate you. I love you so much. And I need for you to break these ties of limitation. I need you to soar. I need you to climb. I need you to rest and then get up and do it again, okay? Don't look for no outside validation at this time. Look inward, validate yourself. Remember, inner guidance, your inner compass, your intuition, okay? Mind your temper at this time, please. Please be mindful of what you say. Tap into your inner child and just laugh, okay? Laugh the pain away. Laugh it away. So much love and light onto you, my beautiful honeybees. Namaste.